you sent us. Like, talk about Buffalo.
What about Buffalo? I don't remember what I sent you.
No, it was Eric.
Hold on. Well, let's see here.
I tell you what, we're recording. Let's let it be a surprise.
All right, yeah. That'll be one of my surprises.
Yeah, it'll be a surprise to all of us.
I'm putting this down in my notes as Jeff's surprise.
All right,
hold on. Let's see what.
In a little behind
Wilson,
the scenes.
that was fucking stupid. Did you see that replay?
I did. All I saw was that it looked like he hit him in the chest. I don't know. I didn't really see it though. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to start the podcast.
All right, fair enough. Well, he batted the puck out of the air like 2.5 seconds before, and then Wilson just fucking railed him because he wasn't paying attention. But I don't know. Wilson might have to sit a couple games after that one. But either way, everyone, hello and welcome to the Five Holers podcast. As you may notice, I am not Michael the Pharaoh, man who can't eat any fucking buffalo wings Shanuti. I am Zach the Walrus Vincent, coming to you live from Woodbridge, Virginia. It's really just one big neighborhood between Manassas and I-95 where a yellow light means speed up and a red light means floor it. I am joined tonight by Jeff, coming to you from Pittsburgh, America's asshole, where their biggest attraction is a decrepit rail car that goes up a hill. Jabroni and Chief Schneider. Jeff, how are we doing today?
Fucking fantastic. I mean, you didn't eat there. I was worried about the intros with Mike out, but I'm just confused at the way America's set up then. If Florida's America's wing and Jersey's America's armpit, how the hell is the asshole like right there? This is some really fucked up looking person that America is.
Well, that's America for you, right?
You're off by a state, but it still wouldn't make it any better with Ohio being the asshole.
Yeah, speaking of which, Ohio. Fuck Ohio. Akron, bullshit fucking place.
Give it back to England. Yeah, it's just Drew Carey. That's all we got from it.
Let's just push it into fucking Lake. What lake is that there?
Make a new one, Lake Ohio.
Erie? Yeah, push it into Lake Erie.
They had a lake that caught on fire twice.
Hey, you know what? That's kind of impressive if you ask me. God damn it. Oh, wait, that's a replay.
Isn't there a town that's burning somewhere in like Pennsylvania? And there's a coal mine under it, and it's just constantly burning. You just can't go there. Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
It's called Centralia, Centralia, Pennsylvania. And what happened was a coal seam caught on fire, and they estimated it would be out within I want to say it was 6 weeks, but it's been on fire for more than 30 fucking years now.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, Centralia.
What's the name of the cult that worships this as their lord?
You tell us, Jeff. You get Five Holers? The new sponsor is Centralia, Pennsylvania.
Right, there you go.
Oh, yeah, I know Shanuti's not here, but we got to hit the sponsors hard tonight. Five Holers Podcast brought to you by Sprite, High Lie Beer, Moonshine made by my friend's parents, and you know what? Apple AirPods. Get them for your ears. All right. We're dallying too much. So I am also joined tonight by my brother, my main man. He's coming to you from Richmond, Virginia, the city that still has KKK rallies and parades and whose streets are paved with cigarettes and chicken bones. Eric, not quite the Raw Walrus, but close enough, a.k.a. Little Walrus Vincent.
Oh, man, I'm back to... It's pretty good. I like that intro, but I'm back to being a little someone. That was in hockey. I was little Vinny because you were Vinny, and it was dumb because I don't even think you got called Vinny. Were you ever called Vinny?
Oh, I was called Vinny constantly. I think there were players on that team who didn't know my first name.
Yeah, maybe that's because you were just the goalie too, though.
Yeah,
a constant hockey nickname. Just add Y to the end of it.
Yeah, that was one of our questions for Rob Carlin, but it never happened because he told us so many other wonderful stories. What do you guys think the chances are we're actually going to be able to get him back on the podcast?
I'd say 85%. That's a good chance.
85%. Wow, you're more confident than I am. I was going to say 12%.
Oh,
I was even going 68% for Yager.
All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Well, I mean.
Oh yeah, Yogs.
When Yager goes, you must go Yager. That's just kind of life. I mean.
Okay, so I gotta ask this though: why wouldn't Yager pick 69?
I think 68 was like an important year in Czech independence or something.
Yeah, it probably had a deeper than just picking 69. He's not Jared Allen, or I don't know.
Hold on,
why didn't Tom Wilson pick 69? Like that fits.
Well, I mean, I think Yager's more.
It wouldn't really fit Yager's personality.
Like, yeah, it would. Oh yeah, it would. Yager, he's so flashy. I think he'd find it hilarious, especially now. Now, I guess he should change his number to 69 when he started coming back and everything.
He could change teams.
Screw both of you, because I was right. Yager wears the number 68, which he has worn throughout his entire career in honor of the Prague Spring that occurred in Czechoslovakia in 1968, and his grandfather, who died while in prison that same year and had earlier been imprisoned for opposing the collectivization of his farm in the post-war communist takeover of Czechoslovakia.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, no, it's actually a lot more boring than I thought it would be. But I don't know. I was thinking about it the other day, and this is honestly a thought that I had. I've never seen an NHL player wear 69. Have you guys?
No.
No.
Do you think the NHL?
So glad, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the NHL has like a blacklist on that number and no one's allowed to wear it?
No, I think people just don't pick it.
Yeah. The only number is 99 you can't wear.
Yeah.
Which no one has an issue with.
You're telling me one of these coked out jackass little kids is not going to pick 69? Like,
well, future. Maybe we'll see the next like version of like that, Doug Latt guy coming up through there.
The new enforcer
in the NHL. Like that's what I bet it happens a lot more at the lower levels. Like the
lower levels.
NHL, yeah.
I feel like also like people
in college either. Like
but I feel like also people like when they get the number they usually play it for their whole life. They try to stay around that number, or they have like one or two difference, and you pick it when you're younger, so you're not thinking of like fucking 69. So,
but yeah, that's true.
I remember with the one team where it was like each year like had like numbers. It was like a set of 20 or 25 or whatever like to pick from, and then
that's right, yeah.
With the Rams, so it's like. That wasn't the number I was sticking with because my number was like 82, and I picked it because of Randall L, a football player. That wasn't.
No, that was a.
Is it like?
I was
Go ahead,
Zach. No, you go ahead. You go for it.
I was gonna say this is something I think I sent to you, Eric, but like I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I found an article talking about how this guy who was the former GM of I want to say like Ottawa and Montreal and then some American team, he wouldn't let players pick numbers higher than the goalie, but he wouldn't let the goalies pick higher than 40. So everyone had to wear low numbers. It was fucking bizarre.
That's just some like weird. Like I'm surprised Lamoriello doesn't do that shit for some reason.
Well, yeah, Lamoriello's got a whole bunch of other weird shit going on. He's gonna make all of his players shave into fucking sideburns soon enough.
Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I had my number. I was 44. Zach, you were 30, I believe.
Yes. I wore 65 for one season.
Yeah.
Because that was the only jersey available when I made the team.
Yeah, I was either 16 or 21.
Yeah. I think, Jeff, I actually still have one of your jerseys in the trunk of my car. From when we played roller hockey.
Yeah. I have my Red Dragons one still.
There you go. That's something.
That's like I was going through some shit the other day and found like all my old jerseys and stuff.
Nice. That's what I mean. Our parents are moving, and I had to go through all my jerseys. I would go through all my old shit and either donate it or keep it. And I have a Michael Pekka jersey and like some other random ass jersey still here.
Dude, you should get Michael Pekka to sign that fucking thing. He's in DC now.
That's true. That'd be pretty sweet. I'll have to ask Rob if I can get the connect.
I don't think Rob's got the connect anymore. I think you got to talk to Alan May about that one, or
I'll tell
Alexa
Rob to
Shaw or this new jabroni.
Yeah, I'll tell.
Get Alan May on. Ask him to do it, and ask him on the podcast so he has to do it.
Yeah, it's like you're lucky I'm not there to kick your ass, kid.
Yeah.
Yo, if we can get Alan May on, I will. No, I'm not going to make any commitments because there's a possibility he'll come on. But either way. Oh, all right. So, gentlemen, to jump into things, a lot of news the past week. I think we should start off talking about the outdoor games and motherfucking Gritty. Man had a fucking snowball fight. man can snowboard like Shaun White on a good day. And
Well, he looks like him.
yeah, that's a good. Hold on, has anyone ever seen Shaun White and Gritty in the same room?
No. When's the last time you've seen Shaun White? Like, you could have grown out a big beard. And, like, I mean, I know, like, my beard grows in up here sometimes. Like, if I don't trim it up, maybe he becomes Gritty.
Maybe. I like that theory.
No, I get the feeling Shaun White's out banging people or something like that. I don't know what the fuck those people do.
He's snowboarding training for something, I'm sure. Doing
And
something that's way more dangerous than I'd ever do.
And I don't know if you saw, he posted too, he had an intern there for a while that he just fired, and now he has an opening to be a Gritty intern.
Wait, why haven't any of us applied to this job?
It just, like, today, I saw it on his Instagram, where, like, the person was wearing a shitty Gritty costume and, like, ironing his jersey and stuff and, like, doing
holy shit.
So great. Yeah, he got,
hold on. We need this job.
Well, we need shit.
But yeah, he's taking applications now, so I mean, get on it, boys.
We need to get Sheary on that. I feel like he'd be a great Gritty. We definitely need to get him on that.
Wig sauce.
But you can't be talking when you're.
No, he's good with the gesturing. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay there.
All right.
But maybe.
There we
maybe
go.
He doesn't know it yet, but.
Yeah. So yeah, we just got to promote Sheary for Gritty's assistant or intern.
Contact the sponsors, boys. Contact the sponsors.
Yes. Pornhub Live.
Yeah. Good Pornhub Live. And yeah,
Dynasty Brewery.
Sponsored by Mandy.
Sponsored by Mandy. Yeah, dog sponsors are always good. I like that too. Yeah.
There's a cat around here somewhere, but she ain't my shit tonight.
No cat sponsors. No cat sponsors. But the outdoor games are pretty sweet. They did okay. I like how they had, like, on Saturday you had a little bit of a game, and then you waited a really long time, and then there was like midnight, and you were like, let's see some more hockey here. And then by the time it was over, it was like 2, almost 3, and I was just like, what am I doing? Watching these people play in the dark. You can't even see the wonder. You can't even see the wonder behind them. So, like, what's the point?
I bought a 12-pack of beer that morning. It was a 12-pack of Stone Delicious IPA, and I started drinking during the first period and kind of overdid it. And so by the time, like, I realized that they were going to delay the game, I was like 5 beers deep and managed to pass out and didn't see the rest of the game, to say the least.
Didn't miss much. I think just Nathan McKinnon just scored a bunch of goals, if that's who I'm not mistaken.
He scored one, and then it was Taze who scored the game winner. Okay. And then there was that ridiculous Spinorama goal on Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the second half of the game like you, Zach. Like, I watched the first part, and then, it's just a shitty planning by them. I don't know how they didn't realize this when they already moved the Sunday game back like a couple hours because of the exact same reason they ended up calling this. Like, you guys all saw the first period where even Wes McCulloch's like falling on the ice. Like, the conditions were so shitty for a game, and like, I don't know. I mean, the scenery was awesome and stuff, and like, that was cool, but it wasn't really that safe for the players. And I don't know. I think they fucking dropped the ball on this one.
Wait, so you're telling me the Department of Player Safety does not care about player safety, Jeff? You've got to be fucking kidding me.
What am I thinking?
Jeff, let me ask you, as a former ice resurfacing technician, before this game, did you realize that as an ice resurfacing technician, your biggest enemy was the sun?
I mean, you probably would have that day for how sunny it fucking was before warm-ups, when fucking Grubauer's going out there with sunglasses on. Like, come on. Like, they didn't realize this was the biggest issue.
I don't know how they did Capital to wear sunglasses in an outdoor game with Carl Alsner.
They did the game in California the one year, and they did it at night. Like, it makes sense. You just can't do these games when the sun's out in an area that's warm. Like,
no, it just doesn't work. And like, I don't know if you guys saw the
Canada. Like, you can do it there, or like Washington, like a northern state for us, Minnesota. You can get away with it.
You just gotta do something that you're gonna have some sort of shadow or shade, no matter what. Because like, don't know if you guys saw Bettman when he was talking after the first period and
Oh,
shit.
in his fucking jeans and hoodie?
Yeah,
I saw
his
that.
jeans. He was looking real cool. He was like a cool boy. He was like a young, cool boy. He looked real,
He had like a
real
Mark
hot and
Zuckerberg
hitting.
thing going on.
Yeah, he was like almost Ferris Bueller style. Like he was pretty sweet looking. But he just sounded like a moron. It was so funny. And like, how do you not think about that? What, Jeff?
Bettman sound like a moron? No.
Yeah. He's just lucky no one's there to boo him.
All the sports.
But then, I mean, the next game was fun though. The one on Sunday at night. I mean, that wasn't bad. I mean,
other than it being a blowout.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet to see.
I can't watch any of that game because they were fucked with the COVID before that. Like how many players they were missing from that game. Like,
yeah,
it kind of wasn't surprising. And Boston had beat them every time they played this year. So
yeah,
no, it was. I mean, it was honestly, it was Boston Bruins A squad against a bunch of Philly Phantoms. So like, what'd you expect?
Yeah, Farabee scored again. He's doing well.
Yeah,
I mean, like you guys said though, the real star was Gritty, and then Dusty Gooch. Is that his name? Dusty Gooch.
Motherfucking Gooch, world's greatest fucking firefighter. I was sitting there watching the game with Ashley, and I just started laughing uncontrollably. Like we were just hanging out, and she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, "Look at the fucking television." And then boom, the glory that is Dusty fucking Gooch. Like he's gonna go down in post-internet NHL history the same way, like, Dave Ayers is, for crying out loud. Is Dusty Gooch.
Dude, and speaking of which, apparently his story is being optioned to turn into a movie. So we're going to have to...
Yeah, I saw that by fucking Disney, too.
Yeah, that's right. It was Disney.
David Ayers, the goalie from Carolina.
He's going
to have a movie?
Yes.
A Disney
by
movie.
Disney?
Everyone loves these stories. The average Joe who goes and gets that chance to go and live out that dream that they always wanted. Like, oh man, people are gonna be standing up cheering in the movie theaters if we're allowed to be in movie theaters whenever this comes out.
Wait, guys, I got this. Double redemption story, and you tie in the Mighty Ducks. The guy who played Goldberg, who has redeemed his life from being a meth addict to once again being an actor, plays David Ayers as a goaltender.
I mean, I don't think he looks like David Ayers, but
who gives a shit?
I was just watching Run This City, the story about Rob Ford, and they have the dude from Billions play Rob Ford, who's like a really skinny guy. It's just
you can't do that. No.
Oh,
how would you not cast Phil Kessel as Rob Ford?
Oh yeah, see that was
right.
But the Hollywood, man, they're just fucking it over for fat people, and they're just having skinny people steal their roles.
That's not right. It's not right at all.
Wait, Jeff, what was that movie called? I got to add this to my watch list.
Run the City.
All right, cool. Good shit.
Yeah. It's about the people who break the story.
Okay. So it's kind of like Spotlighty, I guess you could say?
Yeah. Canadian spotlighting.
Oh, it's called Run This Town, and the jabroni who plays Rob Ford is the guy who played fucking Brody on Homeland, for crying out loud. Brody. He's a goddamn redhead with a full head of hair.
Yeah, and he's super skinny compared to the way Rob Ford was. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Most people are super skinny compared to what Rob Ford was. So,
but Phil Kessel's almost like a perfect stand-in with that.
It is, right? I mean,
yeah,
I feel like he could get the red face going too and everything.
Oh yeah, if he got angry, like if you were withholding hot dogs from him, like he'd have that red face going and getting all pissed off.
Kicking the shit out of craft services, just like give me fucking hot dogs on set all day.
Oh yeah, man. That's why they trade him out of Pittsburgh. He was in the city out of hot dogs.
You guys are still recovering up there from it?
Yeah, and that's why they had to switch to other shit like French fries and pierogies.
Weird Salisbury steak hamburgers with French fries and fried eggs on them. I ain't complaining. They're fucking delicious. But who the fuck thought of that?
You wonder.
That would be my assumption.
Someone who needed a lot of carbs.
Yeah. Either way, speaking of carbs, so the Montreal Canadiens made a personnel change this week. Claude Julien and their assistant coach have been fired and relieved from their coaching duties. They had a week off. They had 3 games after that week off. I don't know who the first one was against, but then they lost 2 in a row to the Ottawa Senators. And while in a playoff position, that was almost bad. Montreal Canadiens management decided to fire their coaches. What's everyone think?
I mean, I guess their thought process is you lose 2 games to Ottawa, like you're gone. Actually, they lost 3 in total this year to Ottawa, but back-to-back ones. The game that he got fired on, like, that was bullshit goaltender interference. I don't know if you guys saw it. I just flipped to that game after the Devils one ended, and
how'd the Devils do?
Oh, they lost.
Surprise. Sorry. Yeah,
we played them twice this weekend, so shut the fuck up, Shorty.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
Yeah. I'm not the Devils fan.
That's correct.
I don't know what you're trying. Yeah,
No. I was just I was just wondering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we expect, but
yeah, it's So because they have fucking all the problems with half the team on the COVID list and everything, so I expected it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyways,
they still haven't lost to Boston in regulation, which is weird, but they'll lose to Buffalo. But anyway, yeah. I just thought it was weird timing on it. Like you said, they're still in a playoff spot. They're currently in the 3rd or 4th spot right now, behind Winnipeg by a point, and they play Winnipeg these next 2 games. So, I mean, yeah, it seemed weird to me because I didn't expect anything from Montreal this year. I had them, I think, finishing last, or getting the number 1 pick, at least being in that area. But yeah, and they did really well to start the season, and I think that kind of fucked them over because it was they started off so well, and then they went 2-6 over the last 8, and then they got rid of them. So
that's a hell of a short duration to decide you're going to fire a coach, if you ask me. Usually people get. Yeah, I'm just saying. Usually people get at least half a season before they get fucking shit canned. And I was surprised they made the move. And I mean, unless they're hiring Gerard Gallant or Bruce Boudreau, there isn't that much coaching talent on the market right now. And obviously, whoever they have I'm sure they have 14 different affiliates at junior teams that they can pull coaches from. But unless they're promoting from within the organization, it's very short right now, and they're going to be in competition with Seattle too for who they hire as their next coach. So I thought it was a very interesting move, and I mean, we'll see how it plays out. I'm going to laugh my ass off, though, if they miss the playoffs this season now.
Do you think they will?
I think, I mean, honestly, I think just for the hilarity of it, yes, it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think they'll miss the playoffs, too.
I think it was a bad move, but I feel like the owners and everyone, management, thinks there's so much pressure to really, turn our season around real quick because it's a shortened season and everything. But it's, crazy. They weren't doing terrible, and it's not like Claude Julien's a bad coach. They'll get it together, I'm sure. They were doing good in the beginning of the season, like Jeff was saying. So I think it was a very rash decision, unfortunately. And they're gonna, like you guys said, they're gonna suffer that shit because they're probably not gonna make the playoffs. Especially what it does to a team's psyche. I mean, it's shit. That means anyone's on the chopping block. Doesn't matter. If you could be a star player, you start fucking playing like shit. Fucking better watch yourself because you might be getting benched or who knows?
Well, and it wasn't like they were getting blown out either. They were losing games by 1 or 2 goals, and it's
yeah. So it's not
cash, but I get it's a shortened season, so I guess that's why people are making moves quicker. I just never thought this would be the first coach fired from this year.
I feel it's also sort of owners and management see they lost a lot of money too, and they're shit. We need to win because we need to get all the ad revenue and get everyone watching, and also get longer into if we can get the cup, then we can get more ads and more revenue and shit. So I feel it's people trying to recoup something and trying to make rash decisions. It's just fucking rash decisions, but they're gonna have to pay for that shit. Hopefully they don't do too terrible because it'd be fun to beat up on the Habs in the playoffs, Caps, but that's it.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't see them until the semifinals, though, right?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, there's no way the Habs are going to make it that far.
When you were talking about I feel like they have some deal with RDS because it's the French sports channel in Canada, and they always will play the Canadian games over anyone else.
Yeah, they must. Yeah.
feel like they have like that sort of Notre Dame deal where they get like extra coverage. So out of all the Canadian teams, I'm gonna feel the least sorry for them for the revenue being hit, I guess. Unless that's not true.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. Any of their revenue is like more than I can make in a lifetime and a half. So, fuck all of them, anyways. Yeah, any lost money for them is just their poor management styles and skills. But here nor there.
Yes. All right. Well, moving on from that, one other piece of news we got this week: Artemi Panarin. So he has taken a leave of absence from the New York Rangers. About, what was it, like 2-3 weeks ago, he posted a tweet saying free Navalny, who is the opposition leader to Vladimir Putin in Russia. Artemi Panarin has been an outspoken proponent of opponent of the Russian government, including Vladimir Putin, who is in direct conflict with Navalny. So either way, he spoke out. He had the tweet, and then it came out in the news, in the Russian news, about a week ago that apparently when he was in the KHL at the age of 18, he beat the living shit out of a girl in a bar. No one has been able to confirm this allegation. The KHL said they were never even notified about it, and one of his close friends has come out and said maybe he pushed her. Either way, he has taken a leave of absence from the New York Rangers, and he still has family in Russia. His nuclear family is inside the United States of America, but he has grandparents in Russia. So obviously, I think he's in a position where he's trying to get them out of the country. But at the same time, what do you guys think about this whole situation?
I mean, it's clearly fucked up. Yeah, I think that's definitely what he's doing, is going and getting his family out of Russia. But yeah, the coach is definitely a Putin guy, and it seems like this was clearly just one of those things that like he made up this story to try to fuck over the bread man, and like it's fucked up. I feel bad for the guy. Hopefully he's able to like get his family like to be safe, because you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen with this. Though like they've got extreme reaches there, and they will fuck up people who speak up against them. So like it sucks. I mean, glad the guy did it. People need to stand up for this shit. Like, but as long as he's able to have everyone safe, I guess it's all good, right?
Yeah, as long as it's like family safe, yeah. I mean, fully back the Panarin, the bread man. Like, yeah, 5 holders fully backs the bread man.
We in no way, shape, or form back the goddamn New York Rangers, though. I'd like to put that
not
out
the
there.
Rangers. No,
fuck the New York Rangers.
Yeah. Fuck the Rangers.
We all know those players that like they're on a team you hate, but like if they left that team, you'd be like, yeah, I could cheer for that guy.
Yeah.
It's the John Tortorella effect, if you will.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's like the butterfly effect in some weird way. Feel so bad for the Panarin man, the bread man. That sucks. Like it's some bullshit, because even like the Latvia news was like, if that was a story, it'd be like all over the fucking place. Like there's no way we'd still be talking about that shit.
That would have came out that draft, like if this was a real thing.
Yeah, so it can't be real, and it shows like it showed me why a lot of people don't speak out, like Ovechkin and like people who have still family in Russia. Like they're not gonna say shit because they know what the fuck could happen. Like sketchy shit goes on over there, and it's fucked up. Like Jeff was saying, it is fucked up, the whole thing. I feel bad for like Panarin, especially because like I'm sure he just wants to play hockey, but he's got to go. You guys said, he's probably getting his family, getting like his grandparents out of Russia, but he might also just be like that was like mentally fucked, and like I just can't play right now. I can't focus on it. But although that's all he might want to do too, because that's all he does is play hockey. So it's a shitty situation to be in, and it's fucked up that this old coach is such a asshole.
But like, I feel like with their reach type of thing, like like you're saying, he may not feel like he can focus on playing. I feel like when is he going to be able to do that again? It's like just because they're in the U.S. doesn't mean they're safe either. Like they're safer, but like that still sucks.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, that is a fucking cat.
Yeah.
You're like Bubbles over there. Your cat.
Yep. This is Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah, that would be a Bubbles cat name.
Here's Red. Yeah, but another like I mean, I guess another feel. Well, his wasn't a feel good story. So like, but I saw Hank got back on the ice recently.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
which was awesome to see. And that's another. I feel like another one where everyone's like heart goes out for the guy. Like no matter if you're a fan of the team he plays on or against, like loves him and would love to see him win a cup sometime. But
I mean, dude had to
I'd see him-
backstop the New York Rangers for like 16 fucking years, and he's never won a cup. Like, everyone's heart goes out to Henrik Lundqvist.
yeah. It's so surprising he's never won a cup, and it's awesome to see him. Though, if no one's out there seeing the clips of him out there on the ice, it's awesome to see. And I know today they came out and he said he like wanted to clarify his comments that he has no like timeline for when he'll ever play again or be back on the ice like playing professionally, but just the fact that dude can get out there and be on the ice and block some shots, I'm sure he feels like so much better. And I mean, like for Kevin Smith too, like when Kevin Smith, he had the director Kevin Smith, for people who don't know, he had a heart attack. He was like close to having a heart attack. He had a valve replaced, I believe, or a stent put in. He had a stent put in, and he said he felt so much better after, and he was like, it's because my heart was like working better. It was working as it should be. So I wonder if Lundqvist has the same sort of feeling where he has like more energy. He wants to do more. He wants to go work out, but he has to be careful, of course. But I wonder if he feels like 50% better or whatever, because I feel like he had a lot of work done inside his heart.
I think he probably feels better because of his heart, but more than that, he feels better because he's no longer a goddamn New York Ranger.
I feel like him being on the ice that day like had to just be one of the happiest moments of his life. Like just knowing, like even if he doesn't play another game in the NHL, just knowing that he could get back out there and stop some shots, and like he went from where his life could have been in danger to being able to be back on the ice, like
making some
Stop
kids look
some
like
shots.
idiots. Yeah,
Got lit up by Ovechkin again. Like it's a normal day in the office for him.
But, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, moving on from Panarin, we have two more stories to roll with here.
Wait,
And honestly,
is that what it is? Panarin? I thought it was
No.
Panarin.
It's Panarin.
Oh.
I don't know. I've been drinking moonshine. Leave me the fuck alone.
Panarin.
All right. Well, either way, multiple teams in the NHL have now announced that they are going to be allowing fans back into the stands. Eric, take us away.
Yes, that is what's going to be happening. There's going to be people in the stands, and I have the numbers up here. I have the teams, the arena capacities, and which one will have fans, basically. But that's already going to be stated. It's pretty interesting they're doing this because the NHL is already having a problem with players having it, and maybe potentially referees contacting it on ice. So
yeah, I saw something about a ref having it the other day.
yeah, I mean, there's stories of refs having to be like in quarantine or protocol and not participating, but I don't think there's been a confirmed case of the ref having it. But with having people coming into the arena, you're gonna have to staff the whole arena. There's gonna be a shit ton of people. I mean, I'm sure they're only gonna be like lower bowl technic or whatever you want to call it, but we'll get into the numbers here. I'll go through the teams real quick. We got the Coyotes. They're gonna have 3,450 people. That's 25% of their.
They're the Phoenix Castle Squares.
Zach is peeing right now. Yeah, he's pissing. Yeah. This is what happens when Mike's not here.
Yeah, Zach.
I'm producing right now. God damn it.
Yeah, so Arizona's gonna have people. It's gonna be 25% of their capacity. It's 3,450 people, and then you're gonna go
be
down
25% of their capacity or 25% of their normal attendance, because there was a great disparity between the two.
I can't hear you.
This site, tickpick.com, it has like tickets and bullshit. It says this is what it says capacity.
It's probably capacity because you wouldn't do it based off of attendance. That doesn't make any sense.
So they're going to have the same amount of people at these games as they have at normal games, is what you're saying.
Right, exactly. It's like Florida.
Florida's going to see an increase in attendance.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We'll keep going here. We'll go Buffalo Sabres. They're going to have people. They're going to have 1,907 people, which is 10% of their capacity. And then the Columbus Blue Jackets, they're going to have people starting on March 2nd, actually. They're going to have 1,952 people. That's 10% of their capacity. Then we're going to go to the lovely, lovely state of Texas. The Dallas Stars are going to have 5,000 people, which is roughly 30% of their capacity.
Go there for
which
heat.
is it's going to be great. It's going to be frozen and hot as shit.
People could go and get warm and get water. They're going to have
True.
that percentage sellout.
People are just going to get out of the bullshit.
They don't give a shit game, but
go down to Florida here too. The Panthers, of course, they're open. They have 4,500 people, which is 25% of their capacity. The Predators, Nashville, actually, 15% of their capacity with 2,625 people. The Devils are going to have 1,650, which is 10% of their capacity. Islanders, which is an interesting one because they're going to split games between Barclays and Nassau Coliseum. Nassau. Whatever. Nassau.
The fifth best NHL hockey rink. It is a shithole.
The angles are amazing. So they're going to have 1,580 at Barclays, and then 1,620 at the Coliseum, just 10% on each. Rangers going to have 1,800 people, which is 10%. And then we're going to go to the Blues, which has the lowest percent, actually. They're going to have 1,400 people, which is 7.5%.
How is that the lowest percent?
The lowest percent of
of their normal
of all the teams other teams, yeah.
It's in a lower percent.
Well, they have less people there. They're going to have the least amount of people per their capacity.
Has I feel like these percentages are off because 150 people, or are they 600?
Well, 1,400 for St. Louis, 7.5%. Their capacity is around 1,900 or 19,000 people. Anyways, Tampa Bay Lightning, 4,000 people, and then the Knights, 2,500 people. So pretty interesting, pretty big spread.
And the Red Wings.
Well, the Red Wings are not playing. They're not.
I'm pretty sure. I don't have another way to look this up right now, but I was pretty sure the Red Wings is 600 people and the Wild is 150 people.
Let's see.
Which is not even a percentage of the rink. But
no, it's a percentage. It's just a very small one.
It's not a double-digit percentage for sure.
No.
They have 43 people inside.
It's closer to a GPA than an IQ, to say the least.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why people are doing it. It's like I said.
4 on top of that, just announced it's going to have fans, and that's right down the street from me.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Go, man. I don't know if I go. You're in an indoor place. Obviously, you're supposed to have either tested negative. I'm assuming there's some sort of guidelines to get into the rink.
Yeah, so I wonder what the guidelines are going to be for each rink. If it's going to be something you have to be tested, or if it's just going to be a temperature scan, or what's going to be.
College hockey has fans in it right now, so watching those games, I don't know what they're doing to get into it, but there's no real people don't have their masks on and stuff while they're in there and stuff. There's no real enforcement of it. It was the same way with football. Once you let the people in, they're not gonna scrutinize anything, and you just assume everyone's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks. It's here this year. I wish it was.
It does suck.
Because it makes me question, but I don't think I'll go. And the Sioux will probably make.
Oh, all right, gents. So moving on, Jeff has a surprise topic for us. It just for complete transparency with our fans. Apparently, Eric sent this article to him earlier in the week, and neither me nor Eric remembers what it was about. So Jeff's going to recap it for us.
Okay. So
I do remember now, though. So
it wasn't an article. It was like a thing on
Instagram post.
It was earlier today.
Yeah.
Wow.
With it was Hall, Eichel, and Skinner. Their point totals for this year. I don't remember everyone's, but I know Skinner has 0 goals, 1 assist. That today makes his 3rd straight game as a healthy scratch. He signed that fucking huge deal 2 years ago when he had really good numbers for them. Since signing
Jeff Skinner makes $10 million per season with an annual cap hit of $9 million per season. There's a random person on the internet from Reddit that I have to remind of that fact every day.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, Autobot, if you're listening, what up?
He's like turned into Alexander Semin. I feel like this is on Carolina versus on the Caps, and the same way with him when he was in Carolina versus when he's in Buffalo. But yeah, I mean, it's Hall's numbers are bad. I feel like I've heard mixed things if he's gonna like thinking about re-signing or getting the fuck out of there.
No, guys, I predicted this in the beginning of the season. He is going to Ottawa next year.
He's just gonna keep killing teams slowly but surely.
We had a whole segment about this.
Yeah, I know. I remember we did. And the thing I sent over was the Buffalo Sabres are paying $27 million for 3 total goals. Hall has 1 goal, Eichel has 2, and Skinner has 0.
So a game or 2? No.
I'm not sure. We played against him a few times, and he's always been there. Yeah, it's crazy. Fucking poor Sabres. They just can't make a right choice. It's just
everyone they sign turns to shit. It doesn't matter how good they were the season before. Like,
it's just terrible.
Be good with the Islanders ruined. Fucking Skinner ruined.
They're on the wrong side of the border. They need to swim across Niagara Falls, go down in a barrel, get up and swim across again, just for the hell of it. And then at that point in time, just move to fucking Canada. That's where they need to go. Canada.
Global warming screwed them over because I heard them sharpening up their skates earlier this winter, and they were planning on skating across into Canada, but like it was too warm and they couldn't make it across the lake. So
hey, you know what? It happens.
Yeah,
it does now. That's fucked up, Jeff. That's sad to hear.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for Jeff's surprise corner. Either way, that is, you know what, guys? That's a beautiful segue right there. I'm going to go ahead and take credit and say I'm a better producer than Shanut Job is. But either way, into our final segment for the evening, we all wanted to have a round table here and discuss our surprises so far for the season. And, I'll start off. Admittedly, you killed my first point, Jeff. Because my first point, like literally my notes read Jeff Skinner scratch, possibly the most expensive scratch ever. So that is my first surprise, and not to go too much deeper into it, but is Jeff Skinner the most expensive player who's ever ridden Pine for performance-based issues?
No, I bet there's. I don't know who, but I feel like there's someone who was paid more. Who was a goalie for the Islanders who now is like in their management.
DiPietro.
Yeah, didn't he get that ridiculous deal from them and then just
but that was like 20 years ago, and he only got $8 million or something like that.
I don't know. I know he had like a long buyout. Like he was getting paid like Clarkson and like Lupul and those guys.
Bobby Bonilla.
After they've like retired.
Hold
Mr.
on,
Bobby Bonilla.
I'm pulling up Rick DiPietro right now.
That contract he has, he's getting paid like forever.
Rick DiPietro. Oh, come on, cat friendly. Your ads fucking suck. No, Rick DiPietro. He made his actual standard contract was from 2006 2007 until this season for $4.5 million per season. No signing bonuses, none of that bullshit because this was before then. His buyout, though, is from 2013 to 2014 until 2028, 2029 for $1.5 million per year. What?
That's what I'm talking about, man. Those buyouts like that are like the best deal possible. Like,
that is the way to do it. Yeah. Hell yeah.
He's the Bobby Bonilla of hockey. Like 2029.
That's a good spot to be in.
2007. Like
that's crazy.
And he's just sitting on the couch, feeling his ass get bigger, making $1.5 million per year.
And I'm sure he actually works, like, and can get a job. Like, I don't know what he does, but I'm sure it's something with it is with the Islanders, isn't it? So he's like making real money.
Some sort of NHL. Yeah, so he's double dipping. That's amazing.
I kind of figured he was like mooning the Long Island Expressway or something, but you know.
No, he's double dipping.
If you had $1.5 million a year, you would go out and do something stupid with your time, right?
I don't know. I mean, he loved hockey and went and like did that. I don't know. I feel like I'd still maybe do something.
I'd definitely be doing the double dip, taking advantage of whatever I can, for sure.
I would definitely be harassing strangers for no money, but that's just me.
I think you do that for a year, and then you're like, well, I got to do something now, I guess.
Right. Exactly. It'll get tiring at some point, or you'll spend.
I mean, you had a lot of time to do that, though, too. So you can do it 2-3 years even, and then you're like, all right, just get a crap job. And then you go back to the Islanders and ask for a job in management or goalie development or something, and bam, you got it because they already owe you money.
No, see,
that's a good point.
Love, because you're getting paid already $1 million or whatever a year, where you can live on that. It's like, so do whatever you want to do.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. All right, boys. Well, moving on to my second point. So, Alexander Ovechkin is not leading the league in goals. He is also not leading the Washington Capitals in goals. As of tonight, with Nicholas Backstrom scoring in the first period, I believe the Washington Capitals goal, goes
Tom Wilson.
No, hold on. Nicholas Backstrom, Tom Wilson, Jacob Brana, and then Alexander Ovechkin. It's something I hate to discuss because I'm a huge Caps fan. I'm a huge Ovi fan. He brought a fucking cup to DC. But at the same time, are we actually seeing the decline of Alexander Ovechkin this year?
No, it's just the season's weird. He'll be fine. He'll have like 2 games where I'll have like 2 hat tricks each in each game, or like a hat trick in each game, and then he'll have 6 goals, and then he'll be back right at the top.
I mean, honestly, my main concern this year, no All-Star game. Typically, Ovechkin has like a good first 2/3 of the season, and then after the All-Star game, he goes on a tear and scores like 12 goals in 16 games or something. He doesn't have the All-Star game as a fucking mile marker this year. Like, what's he gonna do?
I'm pretty sure he can hear you because he just missed like 2 shots. He's like whiffed it on 2 shots. So maybe we should change topics.
He's still over. We love him. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like. How do you guys feel about him not leading the Capitals in goals this year?
I had no clue that was the case. I mean, I knew he wasn't like in the top, 25 or whatever NHL's app tells you for goals. But I think he's gonna bounce back. I mean, like the Devils really rebounded your guys. Like Oshie had, what was it, like 8 or 9 games without a goal or something like that. He had 2 goals that game. Ovi was on a 4-game drought without any goals. He had a goal in that game. Like they just need like. I think Ovi's always been better in the second half, like you were saying, after the All-Star break. Without that game, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. I think it just, as the season progresses, you get used to intricacies and like end up doing better. It is weird. He does not lead the Caps. It's even weirder that Backstrom does, because I don't really see him. I see him more like the Oates of this like generation of Caps, where it's the setup man, not the goal scorer.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Backstrom's got a wicked shot. He's been utilizing it. I can't hate
anything away from his scoring ability. It's just I always kind of more see him as a setup guy over the guy who's going to score the goal. But what I think is crazy is Pasta, like, though, coming out of nowhere with his hat trick. He's like moving up the ladder, and he's missed quite a few games. Like, I feel like he's going to make the real run at the Rocket this year, and it's going to be ridiculous the like pace he gets us at.
Yeah,
he's played really well, especially during the outdoor game. He had a great outdoor game.
Yeah, he played fantastically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's going to be weird not seeing Ovechkin win the Rocket this year if Pasta wins it though. Like that's how lucky we are as Caps fans. That it's weird when our marquee player doesn't win the goal scoring competition every year. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I had like a list of the awards before the season, and I put people down. And there were two. I put someone else because I put Ovi for Rocket, and then I was like, well, I have to pick someone else because everyone's gonna pick Ovi for Rocket because he always fucking wins it. And I picked Forsberg, but
you picked Forsberg? Yo, apparently he's on the market.
Everyone in Nashville is on the market. Like, what they have? Like, wait, 3 people. Ellis.
Yeah, they had 3 people.
They said
Ellis, Rene, and I can't remember who else.
I don't know why they said Rene when he's not even playing like all the games. Like,
I think they want a fucking franchise player to retire there so they can retire a goddamn number. But we'll see what happens. I don't know if Forsberg comes back to DC. I'll eat my cat.
Dude, that would be
your cat.
Yep.
Whoa. How would you share that?
I don't know yet. I would consult with you though. Don't worry.
We'll have to ask Shanudi if that's okay, being our animal guy.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He's gonna be so pissed when he hears that a Four Corners Radio podcast is talking about eating a cat.
Well, you know what? That's his fault for not being here. Speaking of which, does anyone know why Shanudi's busy this weekend?
I think he's just a busy man.
Is he getting engaged too?
I don't think so. Unless Sam wants to find an engagement ring in the bottom of a basket of chicken bones covered in buffalo sauce. Probably not.
No clue where he is right now.
No one has an idea. That's true.
Yeah. Hold on. Where in the world is Michael Shanudy?
If you ring him, I don't think he'll pick up.
Oh, I'm calling him right fucking now. Don't you worry. If I can figure out how to do it from the iPad. All right, either way, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and bring up my third topic. So, my last topic, and you know what? This is a subject that is near and dear to my heart. Phil fucking Kessel, guys. You know what? He is our hot dog skin king. He is why this podcast exists. Hebrew National sponsored our podcast as a result of his participation on the backside of everything. Obviously, we're not supposed to call him by name, but if you guys want to know who our editor is, he might be wearing 81 and playing in Arizona. Either way, Phil Kessel this year, 19 games, 7 fucking goals, 7 fucking assists, 14 points on a team that is slated not to make the goddamn playoffs. Our golden fucking god is destroying it this year. Like, I think, he started boiling the hot dog water a little bit hotter. He's taking longer soaks. He's probably making ice cubes out of it and putting it in his water bottle. Like, that's just, that's how our boy does. But at the same time, 14 points in 19 games, nothing to fucking sniff at.
He's still on the Coyotes?
Yeah, of course. He's still on the Coyotes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I haven't been following that side of the NHL. That's great. Good for him. He thrives under pressure like any good hot dog.
They've missed some games there with COVID. I don't know if it's necessarily their fault, but like, how crazy was that shit? I don't know if you guys thought they had a 7-game series basically with the Blues.
Yeah, I did see that.
They had it was either 3 or 4 games with them, and then they had a game against Colorado, a game against someone else, and that got canceled.
Dallas.
Yeah, and it ended up being back to them again. They won the series 4-3. Or wait, who won it? Was it the?
I don't know. You would know better than me.
I thought it was Arizona won it 4-3, but it came down to the last game, which was kind of crazy.
Nice 7-game series, full thing.
Yeah, I think it was on Valentine's Day or something was the last game because one of the teams was like, hey, we like you, but we want to see other teams.
Classic joke there, Jeff.
But good for Phil. Yeah, of course we want to see him do well, even if his team sucks. And fuck, Montreal scored.
Wait, you're seriously not watching the Caps Pens game, Jeff? I thought we had a memo go out about this.
Montreal is playing Winnipeg right now. I'm watching that.
Okay, fair enough.
Game. And then RDS, like, the channel dropped out on me, so I had to go to an English version.
Wait, do you have French Canadian? Do you subscribe to French Canadian TV just to watch hockey games, Jeff? Or are you watching on Sports Surge?
I mean, like, yeah, through whatever this app is, like,
SportsSurge.net.
Oh no,
sponsor of Five Holers podcast.
Also, NHL66.ir. They have themselves a good site there. That is a good one.
Rob Carlin, official sponsor and endorser of Five Holers podcast.
Ooh, endorser. I like that one. Hell yeah. Also, Dynasty Brewing and
Dynasty.
The Buffalo Wing Factory. We're
Buffalo
fine
Wing
with
Factory.
That you only have one bathroom stall.
We're fine, but the person who's missing is not okay with it.
Holers endorses the fact that there is only one.
We're gonna hear about this next episode.
We did it, guys. We did it. It passed.
Wow. Democracy rules, I guess, huh?
Yep. Democracy. Unanimous.
All right, boys. To continue with our surprises, which one of you two wants to throw yours out there next?
I mean, I can continue with like a player who's done like ridiculous.
Right. Hit it, Jeff. Let's hear it.
Dustin Brown right now and the fucking Kings.
Isn't he like 45 years old at this point in time?
You think the guy's dead and you think the team is like same with Kopitar. Like both of them, Kopitar's up there in goals. Brown's 5th in the league in goals. And Kopitar's like 12th in assists, I think. Like the Kings are 3rd in the West right now. He's got 11 goals, 6 assists, and 18 games played. Like this was a team that like I thought was going to do nothing this year, and they're actually playing really well. And I think under the radar because none of us watch West Coast games. Like I know I don't really like.
No, I don't at all. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're also playing an absolute garbage division, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, that's true. But I kind of like I don't know. I thought the California teams were pretty bad last year, all of them, and like the Ducks.
Statistically, one of the California teams has to make the playoffs this year.
You would think that.
No, like statistically, if I'm not mistaken, I think statistically they have to, or I don't know. Maybe they'll miss by one spot. Either way, like. Is it going to be the King?
Or is it going to be the Yotes?
Well, the Yotes are making the playoffs, and Phil Kessel is lifting the goddamn cup again.
Struggling to lift the cup. Speaking of people who might struggle to lift the cup, my surprise here is going to be Conor Sheary on the Caps. Little guy. He's been doing very well for the Caps. He has 5 goals and 6 points in 15 games. His 5 goals are all even strength as well. For that dude who's still out there being like the short guy, I feel like he is exactly another guy, Jeremiah Cunningham, short dude.
Oh,
like
yeah.
He'll skate around you like nonstop. Jeff, I don't know if you ever knew him, but yeah,
not a lot of people who listen to this probably.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, I guess no one else will know who that person is, but that doesn't matter.
Gordy
anyways.
might remember him.
Gordy might. So our one listener.
Guys. Gordy, hello.
Hey, Gordy.
Hi, Gordy. So he would know.
Sponsor of the podcast.
Gordy, the sponsor of the podcast.
Sponsored by Shower Fleshlight Industries.
Is that what he's doing now?
Yeah.
I mean, he claims he's a teacher at Georgetown, but we all know what he's really doing.
You attached him to the caskets from the family.
Oh goodness. Well, that wasn't my surprise, but yeah, Conor Sheary is my surprise, and he's having a great season so far with the Caps. So I'm glad he is because I don't know, he's one of those guys like he always can beat up on a team, and it's always good to have a person like that who can just end up beating up on some teams.
And he's skating on the top line tonight too.
Yep, top line. Yep. So
he's got that Alan May grit.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, for being a little guy, he definitely does. He's a good player.
Former Pittsburgh Penguin too.
Yeah, well, half of your team is former Pittsburgh Penguins at this point. Washington is where Penguins go to die or retire, whatever you prefer for me to say about it.
Or send their coaches and take them right back too.
Yeah,
unless you're Sergei Gonchar.
Well, I guess you guys got rid of Niskanen before he retired, but he was on his way out.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Well, boys,
all right.
I feel like that was what was that, Jeff?
You guys got Hagelin and Schultz. Like the amount of this is I think we talked about this in another episode, but it's just ridiculous. That's your biggest rival, and how many of your players that you guys pick off at the end of their careers.
It's just how we do it. They usually end up playing pretty well for us too, so I'll take it. Orpik and Niskanen did well for us. The Gas Cup helped us out there, so
Yager did it.
Yeah, can't forget the Yager. Zach there with the Yager jersey.
Yeah, Zach with his Yager jersey.
But as no one wants to see your Buffalo jersey, Jeff.
Hey man, we're gonna come back. Fuck the Alouettes or the Habs. Fucking
the Jets are gonna come back, or Dustin Bufflin's gonna come back.
No, Bufflin retired.
He might come back.
Oh, he didn't retire, but he's a free agent. I don't think. Oh, Jesus Christ! Joel Amani just scored.
All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and close it out here. So, gentlemen, any last words? Eric.
Nothing for me. Good talking to you boys. Congratulations, Zach on getting married. As always, we miss you, Shanuti, out there. I know you're listening somehow, telepathically, hopefully. We miss you. Hopefully you're not in the meat sweats right now. And
he's in the meat sweats. He's always in the meat sweats.
Well, let's go Caps. What about you, Jeff?
Number one in college hockey right now is North Dakota Fighting Sioux, and the season's. Oh, I had a plug at some point.
Another sponsor right there.
Yeah, right there. NCHC hockey.
All right. Why go bar down when you can hit the 5-hole? Aim low.
Eat fresh.
Like Jerry.